Hi, and welcome to SkinPosiTVty with FOREO. Myself, I'm Chris Luckham, and I'm here with the infamous Jen.
Hi, guys.
So today, we are doing something very, very special. From
Exciting.
the UK side, it's important to talk about all devices.
Sure.
And we don't always get the chance to, or at least not for a long time. So thank you for having us here. It's going to be awesome to go through everything and also pick your brain about, find a little bit what you're into.
And you too.
Your favorite device, things like that. We have to discuss this. This is the mystery box, which is going to be a social media giveaway. The brilliant fact with this is when you comment and guess what the device is, should we be kind of give some suggestions of some hints?
Let's keep them guessing.
Okay. I'll just say it uses our signature technology, which is called T-Sonic. And if you don't already know what that is, you will find out later from myself or Jen. So enter down below on social media what you think it is, and the winner will be contacted, and fingers crossed it's you watching now.
Well, Chris, I think there's so much to talk about. Where do we start? Skin positivity, skin anxiety, it's a term that's going around quite a lot these days, obviously with lockdown, coronavirus, the pandemic. I think maskne is something I'm hearing about quite a lot.
And I think, as you said, skin's changing, and if your skin type wasn't already one way before, maybe it's different now. So that would also be great for you all watching. We want to hear what changes you've had with your skin. Has it become more oily? From the PR side, what have you noticed more kind of globally? What have you noticed more as a concern for customers, celebrities, everyone you're talking to?
Well, first of all, obviously, change of season now. We're going into summer, so that's definitely a big shift in the skin tone now. But obviously, just from the pandemic, there's been loads of stress factors, anxiety. All of these just day-to-day things have a huge impact on your skin, as you know. And I guess people don't realize how much it can impact, you know, not only mentally, but it affects everything. So it's a huge shift towards skin health and just taking care of yourself now. And then obviously the inside as well, mental health, well-being, this holistic beauty routine. It's quite a popular topic.
So in terms of devices, what has been the one device that has probably helped that as a whole?
I mean, if there's anything here, obviously UFO to UFO range, that's the number one thing you need in your skincare routine for sure. It does it all.
And I think talking about UFO, I mean, sit down. If you're watching this stood up, you need to relax because this is a long chapter we're going to refer to.
Loads to talk about.
And I don't know if the camera can pick it up. If one thing defines UFO, it's the fact that it's literally a spaceship, it's a UFO, it's something not from this planet.
Otherworldly.
Otherworldly, which I love. And again, like you said, we've had a lot of worldly struggles recently with our skin, mentally, physically. So it's really nice to have something that kind of just teleports you away, bit of a pamper for skin.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about the actual technology. What have you found the most useful? Oh, actually, introduce us to the technology of UFO. That'd be great.
I mean, in simple terms, this device can do, there's so many things, but let's start off with the basics. First, there's LED, obviously red, green, blue. This is something, I mean, Chris can even tell you about the benefits of these LED lights, but there's LED, cryotherapy, cooling, thermotherapy, heating, and then obviously, like Chris mentioned earlier, the T-Sonic pulsations, which is FOREO's signature technology, and all of that combined, this is just a miracle facial. I mean, it's 2 minutes, quick, easy. There's preset programs. It does it all. And you must agree, Chris, it feels amazing, super relaxing.
Yeah, and the fact that it's actually using that technology to infuse almost like it's a capsule, it's a sheet mask, but in a tiny form. And you're getting technology that you wouldn't usually have at home. So
of course,
that's what I like from more the beauty therapist side, which is something that I've trained in. You're getting those technologies that you never would have usually had at home. And we didn't even get it during lockdown, these moments that actually you wanted a bit of a pamper and good for the skin.
Or you may get it like in different devices, different gadgets.
But not in one.
Not in one. This is really the best thing. It's supercharged facial in 2 minutes.
That's the best way of putting it. Obviously, we have to introduce the masks and the collection. This is like a little library here.
And
there's even more there. So what type of masks can customers expect? If you've never had a UFO or a facial like this, and you're watching this new, what can we expect from the range of masks? How different do they get?
There's something for everyone. I mean, different skin types. I think the best thing about the mask, though, is that it's for all skin types. But then if you have like an oilier skin tone or a drier skin tone, there's also more specific ones you could choose from. So, I mean, I just love Matte Maniac because I know I break out on my chin area. This is something I would use maybe once a week on my chin area, especially. Another day, I'll use H2O overdose when I know I'm a bit drier, I want to wake up with more hydration, moisture, all of these types of things. What are your favorites?
Again, it depends the time of year, depends the day I've had, depends the day I want to have if I'm using it in the morning. I mean, let's talk skin type. What kind of skin type would you say you have?
Definitely combination. So like I said, I think that's also one of my other favorite things about UFO 2 or UFO range. You can definitely multi-mask, multi-use. Tailor, personalization is what it's really good for. So even though it's for all skin types and you can use it, around your whole face, it's really good then to go in with another mask just on a certain area. I really like to do that. So my skin types, combination. One day I'll have breakouts, the next minute a bit of dryness, puffiness under my eyes, so definitely a bit of combination. Exactly.
Okay, so what we would say a tricky customer. So it's a good job you have a UFO that can kind of do everything. Definitely. So the mask that Jen was saying that she was really into is going to be perfect for anyone watching who has a similar skin type that you can relate with Jen. Combination skin, I've got to relate as well. I think I've got pretty similar skin type, but definitely suffer with dehydration. So for me, anything like cannabis seed oil is to die for. This uses a really, really, really rich texture, which basically cocoons the skin. I love that. Youth Junkie, this is amazing. It uses hydrolyzed collagen, uses things like shea butter, jojoba seed oil. So it's very, very nourishing. It leaves a very dewy skin on the look.
I love that. Dewy skin, glowy skin, radiant. It's almost like you've just come from a workout or just from the beach, but not the sweaty. Exactly.
That's the best bit. So in terms of the looks and what people are into, is something from press that you've noticed now? Are we going back into that matted look, or are we still going with the kind of dewy appearance?
I think skin health is definitely the term I'm hearing a lot. It's not about glowy, it's not about matte, it's almost whatever you feel comfortable in. So whatever you want, whatever's healthiest to you. What means health to you? I guess it doesn't mean no pimples, it doesn't mean no wrinkles. These are all things we all get from time to time. It's bound to happen, but skin health, I guess, whatever is balanced. I think we spoke about it earlier or sometime before, just about the skin barrier. That's something, everyone talks about now, keeping a healthy skin barrier. Which mask would you say is really good to keep that in check?
That's good with... The mask perfect for that would definitely be H2 overdose. I don't know if it's there. We actually have it over there, so I don't know if the camera can get this. Let's take the whole studio with us. H2 overdose. So it has 3 forms of hyaluronic acid. So you're getting basically the most efficient use of this incredible ingredient, making sure that you get as much of it as possible, which is great. And then also with that, as we said, a barrier protecting ingredient, which is ceramide rich, which is naturally found in the skin. And it basically just locks in that goodness. It's what skin uses as building bricks.
So what would you think is the best mask for pre-makeup? While we're talking about skin barrier, just prepping, priming.
So anything which is, if you have a more dehydrated skin or more of a normal balanced skin type, I would definitely say something like Glow Addict.
Yeah.
Using this with the incredible app that you can use with FOREO UFO, which you're going to have to use anyway to pair the device and really teach you how to use the technology. This uses tons of green light therapy, which really helps to drive in the efficacy of the vitamin C rich formula that it uses, but it also contains pearl extract. So it's kind of like a demi-shine and reduces, which green light is famous for, it helps to reduce redness and unifies the actual skin tone. So it's really, really good for, it's pretty much a color corrector.
Yeah, that's
even
great.
before makeup. So when you said it's about skin health, it's literally that. So I've got to say, if you've got a balanced to dehydrated skin type, Glow Addict is divine. I love it.
Amazing.
And as you would have seen before, it's freezing in the studio today, and obviously we're dressed for summer, so I was using, literally, I'm just used to turning it on, or if we're ever training and doing anything with the job, it's really nice to kind of use in the hand warm. And every single time I turn it on, obviously you just use it bare, but it always shocks you just how warm it gets. So these devices go up to 45 degrees Celsius to drive in those ingredients.
Like a sauna, kind of, spa vibes.
And that's bringing it back to the Swedish roots, the origins, which is really special. So just to recap the technology. So you said the heat, so up to 45 degrees Celsius heat that you're getting. So really, really, really special. You're also getting the LED light therapy, which is a full spectrum selection that you're getting. So again, red LED, blue, green, a whole mixture, whatever your skin needs are or what you've seen, in publications, on the media, and you kind of want to give it a go. Your UFO device basically gives you a remote control to try it.
Exactly.
Do you have a favorite LED light therapy that you like?
Blue, I love. Just, it's obviously anti-inflammatory, really good for the P. acne, so it helps reduce any pimples I'm about to get. Perfect for once a week. Red, really good for anti-aging, crow's feet, fine lines. So I like to go with the preset programs, but then when I just want to go a little bit like tailored, I'll definitely choose like red under my eyes, blue on my chin.
Okay, so very tailored.
Quite an interesting combination. How about you?
We'd also love to hear what you are at home, what you use. What is your favorite setting for UFO? I like that you stick to the conventional app approach, which is really where you see the technology come alive, and then you go even more techie and then do it your own way.
Chris, tell me if I'm right. I know yellow and orange are really good for soothing sunburn. Perfect for this time of year as well. So I know that's really perfect for just like day after the beach, if you've been out in the sun a little bit too much. Really good to use after a hot day. Cryotherapy as well, cooling, extra soothing for a long day in the heat.
That's my favorite technology this has. So obviously not today I'd be using it, but if it was a boiling day and I wanted to calm down the skin, perhaps some inflammation, at nighttime we're laying down on our beds for hopefully 8 hours. It's normal that we're going to have a bit of puffiness on the skin. It's normal that our pores are going to be dilated now in summer with warmer weather. And actually, I know before you asked me about the makeup prep, if you are getting ready in warm weather and you really want your ingredients to lock in and really have a perfect canvas for makeup, not UFO Mini, this focuses more on the LED, the T-Sonic, and the heat, the thermotherapy. Whereas the UFO 2, what this does using the metal plate is this also helps to introduce cryotherapy into the bag of tricks. So this brings the device's technology down to near 0 degrees to, as I said, cool down the skin. Just think heat, ice cube. It's that real juxtapose that kind of shocks the skin.
And that's what I was saying just now, like the personalization element is amazing. I remember last summer I was just using cooling. It was so hot in London, like it was great.
Hot girl summer, love it. And hopefully we'll need that again this year as well. So.
This is the range of UFO-activated masks. Tell us, which is your favorite and why? What are the best ingredients to use right now for summer skin? Okay,
so this one is nice and big, which is incredible for those perhaps in lockdown. You've been maybe experimenting with a bit more retinol, a few more treatments. You've maybe harmed the skin's barrier in a way. Ceramide is incredible to look after the skin. It helps to basically protect the building blocks. It's natural to the skin surface, and it's filled with hyaluronic acid, which is an ingredient.
Buzzword.
Exactly, and actually in a really good amount of it, which is great to hear. Shimmer Freak, are you familiar with that one?
Caffeine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And rose. So if you like rose, you'll love this. It's incredible. This uses a natural shimmering mineral, which is great for under the eye. This is amazing to cancel out any dullness under the eye. Great for maybe a, dare I say, slightly hungover morning, tired, long flight.
Dark circles.
The big look.
So, and then if you want a bit more rose, you can always choose the Bulgarian rose mask as well, right?
Heaven. heaven, heaven, heaven. It does actually work with other devices, but I just always think the roses and the pinks always go together. So it will be interesting for everyone watching to know in the comments which is your favorite color for the UFO device. Let's carry on going. Matte Maniac, this is incredible for those who have slightly more problematic skin. I don't say problematic in a bad way. We all suffer with breakouts. You and I, we both suffer with it. It's totally natural. This uses a really, really nice, refreshing mix of activated charcoal and really cooling ingredients. It is, though, only available and usable with the UFO range.
Yeah.
Why is that?
LED,
Cryotherapy.
Cryotherapy.
So you really want to use this with the UFO-2 or the UFO. The reason being is you really need those ingredients to be cooled at a certain temperature to be really effective, to really work the best way. So this is incredible if you suffer with any breakouts, any congestion, any texture issues. Glow Addict is probably one of my most popular to use or to recommend if you are going to be doing any makeup looks. This uses a crushed pearl extract.
Amazing.
And it's really, really, really refreshing. It also forces the device to bathe your skin in tons of green LED, which will show close up after.
So can I just ask,
Yes.
How does the tech in this device work? I mean, say you pick up this one,
Yep.
do you put the
Good
mask? I mean, you unlock this.
Yep.
Where do you put the mask? How does it work? Can you show me?
Okay, so you propose to yourself, you put the ring, and we'll hold it. You don't want to lose these. You then choose your favorite mask. So I'd ask everyone watching, but we're not going to have enough time to read it quickly. We're focusing to
There's
teach
so
you
many
everything.
questions already.
Exactly, which we need to answer as well, so you need to remind me. Okay, so we were talking about rose.
Let's try rose. I want to smell it.
Cool. Okay, so you buy the boxes like this. These are retailing for an amazing price. You're getting 6 sachets each box, so you will get it beautiful and all contained. You then open the box and it will reveal all of the masks that you've purchased. What I like about this is it really acts as almost like a library. You're getting everything included, and each sachet is an individual facial. So it's fresh, and I'm going to show you just how to apply it.
These are biodegradable as well, aren't
Yes,
they?
we'll do
Farm to face range.
Yes, and that's what's really unique. This is the first range we've made for the UFO, which is fully biodegradable and uses naturally sourced ingredients from all over the world. So when we weren't allowed to be traveling, we could experience a little bit of the world and all of its beautiful ingredients.
Bulgarian rose, right?
Yeah. So you tear open the sachet, which I never actually do that well, so I'm glad that was recorded. You then pull out the mask. So everyone watching now, I want, and even you as well, Jen, think of a regular sheet mask, how much material you would use, how big that would be. I want everyone kind of at home to be holding that in front of their face. That's quite a lot of material, right? So now pulling this out of the sachet, it's showing you just how much smaller and less impact that is. And that's not even to mention the biodegradable aspect, which is incredible. And that's what's so special about the UFO. It's a targeted treatment, and you're not needing to just cover the face and sit there for 20 minutes. I did forget. Put some on your hand, give it a little smell, see what you think of the actual formula. So this has a really, really, really nice light texture. It's non-pore blocking, it's non-comedogenic.
Delicious.
Do you like rose?
Love it. Super calming. The texture's really nice, soothing, not sticky at all.
Which is perfect for summer. So to actually use this in the facial sense, you will then use the ring attachment to lock and hold the mask in place. That is going to keep the mask nice and tight for the whole treatment, which is usually around 2 to 3 minutes, a bit longer if you want, which we always recommend.
I always do mine over.
Love it. You go to down. You'll then turn it on to activate, it would actually work, and then apply to the skin. So yeah, let's carry on talking.
Let's go back. Where were we? Youth junkie?
Okay, youth junkies.
Collagen, that's a huge topic as well. I need as much collagen as I can get.
Well, this is a topical collagen, which is really great for hydration. Do not use this if you don't like glow and dewy. I always refer to this as like the Madame Tussauds effect.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Kind of look like a baby Annabelle right after it. You come right from Zaf Creation, nice and fresh. Barbie skin, that is a very, very, very shiny look, which is great. So definitely need some powder for that if you're using it. And if you want to achieve the matted look, call it a night. I personally know this is one of your favorites.
This is my perfect nighttime routine. Like before bed, I want to just kind of pamper, relax, get ready for a good night's sleep. Call it a night's the one I'll go for.
And that has the ginseng, the olive oil. It's really rich and really similar to Bulgarian rose, actually. It's got really nice light texture.
Yeah.
It's not going to feel greasy. You're not going to stick to your pillow. Perfect for those hot nights. And Make My Day, this is like the classic collection.
Pair. You kind of want both of them, don't you?
Yeah.
Make My Day for the morning, call it a night for the evening.
Yeah. And actually, when you purchase a UFO, you get one of these sheet masks for free in the package, so you can literally try the infamous Make My Day. So this has 3 types of hyaluronic acid built in.
Wow.
And it also contains red algae, which is really great for anti-redness, and it uses green light therapy.
So these are all UFO activated.
Yes.
And that's the advanced mask collection. Let's talk about the Farm to Face collection.
Perfect.
Which is your favorite? What are the different fruits? What are the different ingredients?
We're going to get hungry talking about this.
I know. Okay, acai berry. This is one, I mean, is from Brazil. Everyone talks about it. It's like a smoothie for your face, right?
That is really nice and thick. And the smell of that, unreal. Feels very similar to Youth Junkie, but it has a really nice mattified feel to it. Let's keep this going.
Manuka honey. Who has used this recently? I've seen it on Instagram. A celebrity. She has a new single out.
I think someone from PR must know this. How about Jen?
I think it was Rita Ora.
I think you know it's Rita Ora. Thankfully, Jen is lucky enough to be working with such celebrities, and you know firsthand that she does use that. So
one of her favorites.
Way to go to make me jealous. We then have the cannabis seed oil. This is really, really great for reactive skin, maybe prone to some redness, or you just want something nice and relaxing, or you just like what it says on the package.
And
really great.
Cannabis is really good. I know people say, is it fine for oilier skin tones? I think people are a bit skeptical to use it with breakouts. Is it fine?
For oily skin types, what I find with is if you are suffering with an oily skin type and you are perhaps going through a skincare treatment or a plan, we usually find that though you're suffering with breakouts, your skin is actually still suffering. Sensitivity is sometimes increased, dehydration can go through the roof, especially with such drying acne treatments. So actually, even though this is like buttery rich, cocooning, caring, you can tell I love an adjective, this is ideal for that. It's just that kind of
the scent is really nice as well. It's kind of earthy, just
very
clean, not too overpowering.
Very festival vibe.
And then, of course, coconut oil, one of my favorites. It's like really tropical, going to the beach. Coconut oil, though, I think a lot of people talk about the oil, but then the water as well, right?
Yes, exactly. And coconut oil can sometimes get a rep that it's not suitable for breakout-prone skin.
Yeah.
We totally respect that. But I would definitely say give coconut oil a try. The reason being is, as you said, the coconut water, there's actually more of that in the formula than the actual oil itself.
Okay.
So that's a cool thing about the ingredient list. And it's cool that we look so much into it. I think that's really important. And with this range, there's nothing to hide. As with any other one of our ranges, these ingredients are incredible. With my background being a trained beauty therapist, these are the first things I look at. And especially with yourself working the PR side, I bet you've asked every single question under the sun. What's something that people are asking at the moment?
I mean, people talk about coconut oil, they talk about Manuka honey. It just seems to be a favorite for calming, soothing. It's that relaxing, holistic wellness treatment, I guess, that you're getting from home. So I know a lot of people, they don't only want to talk about, you know, the benefits of the skin. It's the benefit of how you're feeling as well, right? Multi-masking, and especially just over the past year, we all experienced a lot of boredom, frustration, and this was one thing to do at night, just calm you down.
And I think it's nice hearing that because technology never usually has those associations. It's kind of something tricky or, you know, difficult to attain. Let's just talk and introduce. I don't think I've mentioned this yet. We have finally a new color for the UFO. So We really would love to hear all your comments about which color is your favorite. The fact now that this color is available, this is the UFO-2 in black with that beautiful warm gold.
I have to get my hands on this. I mean, this is on my Christmas wish list for sure.
Yeah, we need to watch that one, so I need to
That's going to go out quickly. I mean, so gorgeous. This was like, look perfect on the shelf. But I love, all of the colors are just great, aren't they? Which is your favorite? Which color do you have? And do you have both UFO-2 and Mini 2?
Yes, so
You're a collector.
This is the perfect yeah. Some people collect cars. Yeah, not yet. So the differences with these two, I do own both. There's different benefits for each device. The UFO I have in the pink. I love the color, I think it's really nice. I'm also, like Jen, huge fan of rose. With the Mini, what's perfect about this device is, yes, you're not getting the cryotherapy, but it's also not for those sort of customers. You maybe just don't need that cooling element. Maybe you haven't got problematic skin. If that is you, I'd love to read in the comments and turn green and envious, and long may it continue. But it's just perfect for hydrative reasons. But this, the UFO, this is the holy grail. This is the incredibly formed, when you see how many steps it took to bring this to market, how many years R&D, research development, all of this technology that's put into this little device.
One little impactful.
I mean, how small? I mean, we have different size hands, but like just holding the device.
It's really good for travel as well. I mean, you can put this in your handbag. It doesn't have to go in your suitcase. You can travel on the plane. Actually, you can even do this in flight.
Have you done that before?
I have. I mean, I've seen people with sheet masks on planes, and that's a bit like strange.
Bit
this,
ghoulish.
you don't even need it. You just go for it.
Okay, so we're UFO Mile High Club certified. Love it. You do get a few looks. I thought you kind of got that anyway just by looking like Tutankhamun or like encased in the huge, not as eco-friendly mask, but with this, definitely, because they just saw this LED light emitting from the middle row, thinking, what on earth? So I feel like enjoy it while it lasts, because it may just say, you know, no smoking allowed and no strong LEDs, glowing light, nuclear.
It's great, though, because it's faff-free, it's quick, not messy. I mean, the sachet is just so easy to use.
Yeah. And in terms of the range, just before I do pass on, again, getting distracted, aren't we? There's the green tea. This is the final one in the Farm to Face range. So this, again, is very similar to Matte Maniac. It's great for reactive skin, great for combination skin types, and great for oily skin. It's an amazing one. It's very, very refreshing.
Infused.
That's Matte Maniac.
Yeah.
Amazing for that. So you're getting those really, really, really purifying ingredients for that. So if you're watching this and you have a skin type that changes very often, or you're not too sure what your skin needs, the device is the device. This is your facialist, it's your beauty therapist at home. This is the brains and beauty.
Yeah.
Whereas the masks, and I don't know if the camera can even move to this gift set literally displays just how many they do all together. And I know the huge ones on the wall help, but it's incredible. And there is something for everybody. Again, what would be your two favorite if you could only use them for the rest of your life?
That's such a hard question, but I have to go with Call It a Night. I mean, this one, ginseng and olive oil. I just love the hydration element. And then, of course, it has to be rose just because of the scent. I mean,
sadly, we don't have one the same size.
Delicious.
But yeah, that's real size. This is, I wish there was one that big. Myself, it would probably be, out of this selection, it would have to be Youth Junkie, to live that baby Annabelle fantasy, and Shimmer Freak. And not for the hungover morning reason. I have never had that issue.
Energized.
A friend of a friend had it, but I know that works well. Okay. In terms of the device, how long can we expect it to last on a charge? Because that is probably the biggest issue we have with tech, that everything runs out of battery super quick.
I know. I mean, I use mine 3 times a week, but I think that lasts a few weeks. So it's like
That's
40
incredible.
uses, am I right?
Yeah, literally, up to 40 uses.
It's incredible.
And that's for a 2-minute facial each time. It's amazing.
It's perfect for those times also when you just don't have time to go to the spas, maybe not attainable in terms of price point. This is it's like the perfect skincare investment.
And obviously watching it, I know we kind of dubbed this before as the giveaway. After saying all that, I kind of do hope it is the UFO.
Let's not give away too much info.
True, we need to look in the comments. You guys can help us guess what it is.
So can we just go back to the tech then? So there's LED. Which is your favorite LED? Why? What's the benefits? Let's start with blue.
Okay. Sorry as well for rubbing my hands like I'm an evil villain. The formula is still rich, nourishing, so this feels really nice. Favorite LED has to be red LED. It's the most famous. Thank you, NASA, for discovering this technology and inspiring amazing devices like this, which, I mean, staying on the NASA theme, let's just appreciate this spinning UFO.
I want that. That has to, I mean, they should make something like you could get that part of the device, just keep it in your bathroom.
I mean, I think that is either the one or second one in the world that actually exists, so something kind of special for the show. And no, I'm not going to break it and throw it out. It's quite hard to get it floating, trust me. So yeah, red light is my favorite. The reason being is it's kind of a people pleaser. It looks after most conditions that users are wanting to address with their skin, such as skin health, as you said. It's also just holistic. It just feels really nice and warming. When you have your eyes closed, which you should when you're doing the treatment, you just feel basked in the heat. So I thought that was actually turned on as red.
I know, I was going to show the red light, but...
But this is radiating enough that I'm sure we're probably getting the same effect.
Similar, exactly.
You're getting that warmth, and yeah, you can tell we're quite keen on it. It is very cocooning. And if that is making you hot or you're quite warm already now watching this, I'm not going to put you off, because also cryotherapy is very, very, very cold. It's near 0 degrees. It's incredible. So as hot as it gets, it also goes really cold.
And you can choose the temperature now, right? There's the setting, you can personalize it. It's really perfect for people with sensitive skin tones, skin types.
Yeah, so with those with sensitive skin types, you can really exploit. This is definitely a benefit for the UFO too. So these little ones, including the lovely new black one, you can actually set the limits. You can take full control into what your skin is potentially going to be exposed to, which is really great. It gives you the steering wheel to that, no, I was going to say car, to that facial. So you can set it to be around 5 degrees Celsius, so a safe number near 0, which is going to be nice and cooling. Oh, Brittany. And then also the heat, which is 45 degrees, which is amazing. So you're getting that, you can be really techy.
In between. But then if you don't want to choose, you can even just, I mean, the app, you just press play, that's it. Yeah. It does it for you.
Which, it's kind of you to say that, but I know you are quite a techie. You like to take the wheel.
I think I like both. I mean, for me, my ideal situation is I take the device, pop the mask in, quick and easy. Once it's done, I press play on the app. She tells me exactly what to do.
Who's she?
Well, the spa lady, we don't know. She's the FOREO lady. And then after that, we just, I'll choose what I want. So I know blue light, cooling, then I'll do that. I mean, look how gorgeous this
both of us are getting distracted.
We're getting distracted.
Sadly, we can't. It is live. So, yeah, we need to stay focused. But it is impossible not to look at it. This was almost rumored for a little while. We didn't actually know if it was going to come out. So now to see it live, which is... Today's the first day we've actually seen it in person.
I wonder if it's in the box.
You said no, I didn't.
I don't know.
Hypocritical, love it. I'm probably going to do the same as well after. And in terms of that black theme, which is really, really cool, we also have other devices. So if you are seeing, I don't know why we're holding it, we can literally just like hold this one, which really hurts. We also have other black devices. So we have, I know this is kind of going off topic, but we have the cool black in the ISA, just the ISA range. This is the amazing silicone and bristle hybrid brush system, which lasts up to 1 year on one charge. So great for those traveling, all those that literally cannot wait to travel again. And to stay on the black theme more, we also have the Luna 3. And I know this says for men on packaging, but what I love about FOREO customers is that we don't need labels and we don't actually listen to them. So I actually know and believe that even more women buy it than men simply for the color. Do you love those?
I
black
prefer
colours?
black, honestly. I want the bear in black. Maybe it's next, I'm not sure, but I know the bear mint is the new color, which I absolutely love for summer as well. That's just gorgeous. But Chris, I know you mentioned silicone just a second ago. Let's talk about the material, the benefits of the silicone. Why would you want silicone versus any other material?
Okay, so firstly, let's get very techy, so sit down. Silicone is non-porous, so it's not going to hold on to any bacteria. It's nice and soft. What's great about the UFO, which you do need, it has a really nice mattified grip. So when I'm doing the facial, not like that display, it's not going to fly off and float off and do some damage. It's going to stay in your hand nice and stable, and it's going to allow you to... It's going to allow you to manipulate the position to really make the most of that treatment and make it targeted, which I know you mentioned before when you said you'll use maybe one mask all over, but then you'll go in again.
Different masks.
In a specific area.
This range is incredible. There's just so many types to choose from. Also, I think the best thing for me about silicone is you can wash it, right? Warm water, soap, super hygienic. You don't even almost need to get one just for yourself sometimes. Like you could share it with your friend, share it with your sibling. It's super hygienic, pamper parties.
You're kinder than me. I'm just like, no, it's mine. I'm very protective of it.
We all want them, our own ones, and you should definitely get your own one. But I'm just saying that's the benefit you can definitely share if you needed to with your mum or...
Which is fun. And I think that's why, again, I know we're talking here in the studio, but this worldwide is being used in salons. On thousands of people, lunar, UFO, all of the technology, and even ESPADA. I
just want to talk about being used professionally. I know a lot of makeup artists use these UFO-2s on celebrity clients.
Okay.
People in studios are always asking about, what is that technology? What is she using on her face? Like, this is the perfect way to prep your skin for makeup.
Can you give us some exclusives and say if any certain celebrities
I can't say, but let's just say I know it's been used Victoria's Secret backstage, Victoria Beckham.
Okay. So a little exclusive.
Fashion Week.
Okay, so do some Googling. Don't get off this, but open a new tab maybe or something and actually look at the photos. It's the history of UFO, which is really special.
I just went through the booth tour and it was absolutely crazy because going in, I was blindfolded. I knew nothing about what was going on. So basically the entire booth is leading you up to the point of where I am now and learning about what the product is. Whereas most of the things at CES, you learn about the product first and that's really basically it. There's no experience. So you kind of experience the product and then find out. It's really cool. I'm still slightly overwhelmed about what just happened. It was awesome.
Wanna do what I do, better go and put in work. But I look so fresh every time I put in work. Every time I put in work. I put in.
Friend of me, any me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. Friend of me, any me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. Skilla, the hope man, Dilla. Life so free, can't no man kill him. Came from the bottom, was a broke man, get up, still move like 10 man with no found with them. Boom, pardon me, I get hectic. I survive through the wreckage. Friend of me, any me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini-me.
talking about UFO, we have a very exciting moment. We're going to show the beautiful Narina
Here I am again.
the UFO, but with a pre-chosen mask. So first I need to ask, welcome also to the studio.
Thank you.
Skin type, let's talk that, and then I'm going to go all overboard into introducing UFO to you.
So I have a combination kind of skin. So I would like you to show me what you got for me today.
Okay. It's like I knew before skin type, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we are going to be showcasing the new farm-to-face range, which is the Bulgarian Rose. This is one of the latest farm-to-face collections. It's super light, doesn't leave a heavy finish on the skin. It's perfect for, I mean, Croatia, hot summer, worldwide warm summer. Hopefully that we can enjoy it. And it has a beautiful rose fragrance. So these are our first biodegradable masks. Super, super special, and we're really excited to show this launch. And not even that, to show you actually the UFO working for the first time. So all of you watching live, we're going to be showing you a demo of exactly how you would connect the device for the first time if you were using this at home. This is something that you'll see maybe on YouTube tutorials, but I want to show it live in the studio to show you exactly what it's like to do. So you will take your phone. What kind of mobile do you have? What?
I have an Android.
Android? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So perfect example. It's going to work on your phone. It's going to work on my phone, iOS. It will work on an iPad. You know, any operating system, you're going to be looked after. Just search for FOREO and you'll find it. So we're going to click here, which is Add Device. This is when you can get a bit envious that you can see how big the range is, which is kind of scary. We need to go into that after because I'm not going to scare you too soon.
Okay.
Right now is UFO, so I'm going to stay blinkered and focused. We're going to click UFO, and the app is already telling me what to do, which we like. You know, technology can be a bit insane. Technology can be a bit intense sometimes, so it's actually nice for your device to be telling you what to do. You're going to hold the device's button. So there's only one button, so if you like something simple, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's then going to wirelessly connect via Bluetooth to basically talk to the device to allow you to tailor the facial that you want. So it's going to allow myself to show you exactly how to use it.
Here we go.
So making sure Bluetooth is turned on, click on the UFO, holding the button down. Your mobile phone will be searching for the device, and as long as you're keeping it in close proximity, it will be pairing. So on the application, you will select the device you're looking to pair. Holding the universal power button, this will tell the UFO to be looking out for something. Okay. Clicking on the UFO on the device is going to be allowing the search to be open to finding the device. Now it's paired.
Great.
Live studio, that's just what happens. You're then going to click where you got it. So obviously, we're going to treat yourself today. It's a gift, okay?
Yeah.
Done. I'm trying to see this from the other side. So, yep. The date, I'm going to include that. Receipt, this is a great opportunity. If you are someone who, like me, forgetful, you can lose your receipt. You just snap a screenshot or take a photo of either the billing, email, physical receipt, whatever, then you're protected for the 2 years of the warranty, which is awesome.
That's actually nice because people actually just lose the receipt. That's the norm. But
The instructions and the receipt,
Yeah.
boom, throw away. We know what people are like, so that's why we're trying to look after you all. Now clicking on the device, this is where the magic happens. So it's now paired. You could use it by itself if you don't want to look at the phone, you're dodging a message, you're dodging an email, whatever. For students, you just put your phone away.
Yeah.
Now we're going to tell the device what facial we're going to be using, which is the Bulgarian Rose. So I'm going to ask you to tear that nicely open. I always open it so badly. I'll just show you guys.
I think I'm no better at that too. So.
Actually, that's actually right.
Oh my
It's
God.
magic. Take it. That was mine. Cool. So we're going to go on treatments. It's now going to connect again via Bluetooth, nice and smoothly, as it always should be. Don't know what was going on there. So you can now search for the mask. Bulgarian Rose. That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Smell it first. I want you to see what it's like.
It smells like rose, but it's not that strong.
Yeah.
So it's
Which is good for a facial. I'm taking over here, control freak. I'm going to let you take the ring off the device and then place the mask on it. So take it nice and slowly. There we go.
Thank you.
And everyone watching, imagine just how big a regular sheet mask would be. We're talking a lot of material, and that's not even being unbiodegradable. So this massively has eco-friendly credentials, which we're really proud to showcase it, and it's awesome that we can show it here today on the live show. Clicking it in place, awesome. I feel like you've watched some tutorials, love it. It's now ready for treatment. So I'm gonna click Start. Okay. You are literally guided through the whole treatment. So it's rare that you have me shouting in your ear with our Britney headphones on. So when you're at home using this later with that, you will have the lovely beautician talking, guiding you through it. You download the treatment to save it onto the device, meaning that you never need to use the app again if you want to use this mask. So it's great if you just want digi-detox, phone-free evening, give yourself a pamper. Cool. So we're gonna click Start. We'll keep this nice and slowly. Start applying it to the skin. So I will guide kind of visually, circularly go all over. You can bring it right under the eye. Beautiful. Nice movement. Nice and soft. It's not about a lot of pressure. You can do if you want. You're going to be then hitting some of that lymphatic drainage. It's really, really great for soothing the skin. I'm going to guide everyone watching what the mask is actually doing right now. T-sonic pulsations are boosting now the ingredients of the skin, of the skincare ingredients. What this is doing is it's making the skin more receptive to treatment. It's stimulating blood flow and circulation, and it's making the skin more awake. This is really, really great for morning. What's the temperature like, I need to ask?
Now it's a little bit cold, but at the beginning it was hot,
Yeah.
but not that hot.
That is Swedish tech to a T. It is helping to widen the pore, increasing the absorbency of the actual ingredients, and making the skin more receptive to treatment. Then it switches it, turning it into the cryotherapy. So going from near 45 degrees Celsius, it's then notching down to near 5 degrees, so near 0 degrees, to help tighten the skin, reduce any puffiness and any inflammation. And not even that, because it's so easy to get stuck with tech, and that is something I'm definitely a criminal of. It just feels nice.
Yeah.
And it's soothing, and I'm going to stop talking. What does it feel like?
Now I think that the buzzing just changed by it's.
Well, actually, this is a good thing. Treatment only takes 2 minutes, which I probably should have said. So just as we got you going, it's off. So you can then click Stop and Start again. So you can replay this as often as you want. The sachet, I surprisingly actually opened well. You can then resaturate, which is almost too much. So I'm going to steal a little bit. Sorry, hon. There you go. Continue treatment. So rehydrating the mask, you're unlocking another facial. All this extra serum, which I kind of don't want to report back to FOREO because they're going to stop overfilling it. I'm just happy that they're doing that. This is great to massage all over the chest, décolleté area, shoulders, back of the neck, arms, hands, areas that we sometimes neglect. My top insider trick is to use the device again on those areas. So not just massaging it, using green LED, red LED on areas that are just as exposed to the UV, but maybe not as protected via the sun, which we are all criminals for, especially in this hot weather. So we've literally just shown you can just keep doing the treatment for as long as you would. Usually we wouldn't have a great camera team. It wouldn't be usually live on social media. You would be doing this in your robe, at home, after a shower, in the morning before work, with a tea or coffee or whatever you have that helps. And you would just have your treatment and your moment. So thank you. I'm just going to leave you with it. I'm going to have to take my actual makeup off, get going with my facial. But it was really special to show you exactly how you can use it in a calm, chilled way. So you can see. Okay, so after 2 minutes on the second one, because we're going all out today, treatment is done. So you can click Stop Treatment, Relax. So if you want to pass me that, take the ring off, propose to yourself, take the mask off. You would then run this under the tap, underwater, rinse it, pat dry, and then you are done. That's the best thing about this device. You pat in the excess into your skin, and now it's important for you to share. So I'm going to just stop talking, tell everyone kind of watching live, tell everyone watching live exactly how it feels on your skin and how you left feeling.
It's really.
We want to hear in the comments
I
exactly what everyone
don't look like, those, I don't know, during Christmas we eat some kind of beignet that you put in oil.
Oh, like glazed?
Yeah, but I don't look like that.
Not too shiny, not too oily.
Not too shiny, I'm just like, it's like a natural glow.
But still a gourmand, still good taste. I like that.
That's
Perfect.
Meet Luna Mini 3, the perfect post-workout facial cleansing device. Using T-sonic pulsations, it removes 99.5% of dirt, oil, and sweat, and saves time with our all-new Glow Boost mode. Thanks to its smart Swedish design, Luna Mini 3 is 100% waterproof. Ultra-hygienic with 25% softer and longer touch points, leaving your skin smoother, softer, and oh so radiant. With an unbelievable battery life, you can take Luna Mini 3 wherever you go and face the world with that irresistible FOREO glow. Luna Mini 3, the ultimate skin hack for a healthy glowing complexion.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, so we were talking UFO, and this is something that we've both openly talked about before, is when someone has a UFO, and you've got the LED light therapy, and you've got the whole selection of full spectrum LED, why would you need anything else? Why would you need anything else? What is even ESPADA even here for? And even, what is ESPADA? So I'm excited. I know this is something that we both suffer with, breakouts.
Yeah.
What's your first take before we get into the technology? What's your vibe with the device? What did you first think it even was? Give me a bit of an insight.
I mean, for me, this already looks targeted treatment. I know it's probably going to do one thing, take care of all my skincare concerns in terms of pimples. And let's be honest, that's something I break out with and suffer with probably once a month. I mean, I'm a girl. All the girls have the same problem. What is your vibe? What's your take on it? I know I need this in my life.
I kind of felt it was like a wand. It was like a Harry Potter moment or something. And ESPADA, I know that is a Spanish word, so I was like, this is really going to battle. This is going to do something quite strong. So like you said, targeted. Don't know why I'm waving around. It's a good job it's not turned on. So ESPADA, it's a blue LED targeted pen. One of the most unique on the market, one of the most underrepresented devices I think we actually do. So talking very openly, this does not get enough love.
Attention.
Or
But
attention, anything.
I must say, if people are talking about pimples, spot busting, devices, acne, I'm not going to lie or exaggerate, press do love this device.
Okay. Any certain publications or the ones we can expect?
I mean, you can Google, go online, you'll see all the publications that feature it.
Okay. We have good PR for this, don't we? Okay, so what this device is, it's using professional grade blue light LED, which is going to be not only, rather than infuse all over the skin as an overall treatment, you're getting a targeted approach. So as you said, you turn it on using the universal power button.
Okay.
And then, say for example, we have, I was going to say this is not spots, the mic.
Here's a spot on me. Let's do
Yes.
my spot.
Okay, so hold it down near the skin.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it will pick up either on my skin or
Oh, I can
as soon
feel
as it approaches the skin, you're getting a crisscross action. I don't know if does that pick up? Yep. Oh, wants to talk as well. It's going to use the crisscross effect, and what that's going to do, oh God, sorry, is allow the treatment to be targeted. So when you properly press it to the skin, let's mess the makeup up. It's so
Yeah, I know.
Someone's going to hate us here. But this is live TV. It's the way it happens. Holding it down to the skin allows the device to be in close proximity to the breakout. You're getting the signature T-sonic pulsation, as you would with the Luna. So over there, that gorgeous cleansing tool, which I know a lot of you watching live will already have. But it's using that and the blood flow and circulation stimulating effects to help drive and make the skin more receptive to treatment. So
I can feel it starting, it slows off, it starts off slowly and then it just gets like faster, faster, faster.
Yep.
What is that doing?
So what it's doing is it's slowly getting the skin ready. You know, before I was showing an actual demo with UFO, with a gorgeous Nuria, and I had to warn her with the T-sonic pulsations because it can shock you if it just turns on randomly.
Of course.
So this is like a do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, da. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, sound of music. It's easing the skin into the treatment. So it's going very gradually. I kind of wish, I don't know if either holding it by the microphone you can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear the device slightly.
Yeah.
And goes a bit faster. It makes you feel like it's doing something, right?
Yeah.
I think that's something with Bear, like you almost expect to have some sort of
Shock or something.
shock, and then it's like human nature. You don't feel like it's working. This 100%, you can feel it doing its magic.
You want that reassurance to actually know. And I know watching this, you probably think, of course you guys are going to say that, you know, giving it that shine. It is important to be really honest with the device. This is if you are solely looking to target breakouts, a pimple. As you said, if it's something each month that comes, you know, arrives on your skin and you want to treat it, do invest in one. It's just good to have around the house. This uses medical grade silicone. And what this does, I should have mentioned this first, this is the most unique thing. So what makes this different? We are using medical grade silicone. The cameraman is now visually startled. Sorry about that. Need to be careful going too near the sensor because it will turn on and activate, and we don't want that. This means that when it's upon contact to the skin, it's not going to be spreading bacteria all over my face.
Yeah.
Sadly, breakouts,
that's really good.
They like numbers. They're not very confident by themselves, so they like to bring their friends, the crew.
That's such a good point, because I know a lot of people you'll dip your finger in this pot of skincare cream or spot busting cream. You can at least wash this with warm water and soap, so quick and easy, and then go on to the next spot. And just going back to why would you maybe need this as well as UFO? I mean, I love them both, and let's be honest, I use the blue light sometimes more targeted for certain areas, but this I know I need when I have a pimple. The next day, it's so much more decreased, it's less visible, it does its magic.
So on a cellular level, what can you expect in like the scientific side? You can expect decreased size of the breakout. It can also help to tighten that area and help to refine the pore. It also can help to reduce the effect that the breakout will have. So kind of stunting it in its growth to make sure that it's not going to lead to any scarring, marking, which personally, I suffer with that the most.
I also have it. I mean, from a teen, I suffered from acne. I've actually said to my mom, I wish I had this device as a teen because it would have saved my life. It would have helped me with skin confidence. I use this all the time. I mean, I walk around the house just like this. That's why I'm keeping it like this now. I'll just hold it on while we're talking here because I know I have a pimple.
Just be careful when you have a breakout in between your eyebrows. It never looks kind of cool. Make sure the neighbors aren't watching. So if you're using something which increases the photosensitivity of the skin, you need to be careful with the LED anyway. So if you are in close contact or you are getting treatment professionally like that, just make sure you're speaking to your facialist or your derm.
Yeah, that's a really good point, I think, because obviously loads of spot-busting creams or have certain ingredients may not be always sensible or suitable for the LED, but good to always check with your doctor, dermatologist if you want to find out.
Exactly. In terms of colors, you get a bit of a choice. You get the gorgeous fuchsia. You get the pearl pink, which is your favorite.
My favorite. I match it with my UFO too.
It's also one of my favorites, but there's not two of them. So I'm going to go cobalt blue, which is a beautiful fiery blue. Fiery blue. It's a very intense, regal blue. You know, we're bringing British to Croatia here, so this is a very British blue.
And I can tell you, I've put this ESPADA, well, obviously when media and press are talking about it, I've put it like on Instagram, and my friends have actually said they bought it since they saw, so really good device. I mean, and that's a male who wouldn't usually probably buy skincare, tech, so it's really good.
Which, again, we're breaking down barriers anyway, just with the devices, but stories like that, it's important. You, whatever color, however you identify, whoever you are watching this live, hopefully you're enjoying it. But if that is something that you are suffering with your skin, you are completely advised to get one. If that is in budget and something that you would enjoy, get it. It's brilliant for targeted treatment, as Jen said, which I think is the best way of summing it up. If you suffer with a pimple or a breakout, and it comes very often, get this. You can keep it by your bedside. And we said this about the UFO, because it's waterproof and you can wash it. You know, what happens if someone around the house is breaking out, or your partner, or someone visiting? Let them use it. Give it a nice wash. Sanitize the device. One last thing I have to say is, and I'm going to turn this off so it won't illuminate. The surface here is unique to any other device at the moment. Instead of using a cheaper hard plastic, which has not as much of a smooth surface, this in itself holds on to bacteria much less due to the nature of the actual materials. And that's why it's been out for a few years. It's more hygienic, but it's been out for a few years, but they did so much research into what is already out in the market and what is lacking. And for a spot treatment device to ever have been launched without these things kind of sounds crazy.
Didn't make sense.
And we're lucky that we're surrounded with that, but also for you at home, if you are looking at that treatment and you want the best, ESPADA 100%.
And I can tell you, my friend who actually bought it, so he was going to see his dermatologist because he was breaking out, and he actually said, well, they were using blue light treatment and blue LEDs, so I realized this is the same. Like, I can just use this at home all the time. I don't have to, you know, go to the spa, salon. It's so much more convenient.
What color did he go for?
Blue.
Nice.
But just tell me, so in terms of routine, you would obviously cleanse with the Luna.
Yes.
Next, ESPADA on dry skin. How do you use it? Morning, night, as often as possible. What do you do?
Thank you for that, because otherwise I would have completely forgot. Cleanse skin, day or night. Use it up to 3 to 5 times in a row, depending on how stubborn the breakout is. Each treatment lasts 30 seconds.
Okay.
So bathe the skin in it. You'll tell when it's off because it's gone to the top of its note. Think of it like the Mariah Carey. It just gets higher and higher and higher.
Exactly.
In the box, this is something that is rarely shown, and I think this is the perfect time to actually open it and probably annoy everyone.
Unboxing.
Let this. Okay, so the device is like this. I know you're disappointed. I know we've shown these, but they're not as big as the beautiful ones behind us. When you open this, you will get the instructions, which I know not everybody reads, but with a device like this, just please do. It is a professional suited device, and it is important. You're getting a quick manual. So if you related to what I just said, we also cater for you/me. Your registration code. So think of it as your scratch card. If you are under the age of 16 and getting this, you can actually have that scratch card fantasy, and you are old enough to scratch this one. Get a coin or a nail, scratch it off, and it will give you your unique code to go online, FOREO.com/support. Log in the details. You've got 2 years protection with it.
100 uses without charge?
Up to 100 uses.
Amazing.
Which is incredible. And that's 30 seconds each time. USB charger, which is usable for every single UFO FOREO device.
That's my favorite thing, because I know so many people lose the chargers all the time, and you just need one and it fits into every FOREO device.
Or have a great colleague that if I lose it, you can just borrow it and you know it's going to work for everything. Yeah, and you put it in an envelope as well. And a lovely carry case, which keeps it nice and smooth. It also means that the glass isn't scratch. And it's not going to damage. It's not going to get any kind of debris on it. So it keeps it nice and clean, nice and perfect. Thank you as well for actually showing it on a demo. Sorry to hair and makeup for ruining our gorgeous
the makeup.
face.
But just to say, so 30 seconds.
Yes.
I mean, I use this 10 times in a row because I know I want it just as much as possible. But 30 seconds does also really reduce the pimple.
Yeah. 30 seconds is perfect, and it's really being launched as that, as a standalone treatment, which is enough to help to reduce that buildup of the bacteria causing the acne breakout. If you are having much more of a stubborn breakout and you really, really, really want to hit home hard, then do use it for at least 2 to 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Then have your day. Take your makeup off in the evening. On cleansed, dry skin, as expertly said. Then rescan it in the evening before bedtime. Follow up with your regular routine. So that is a toner, you know, whatever, active ingredient, whatever you want. But just remember all the advice that we gave before, depending on what treatment you're on. Make sure to seek expert advice.
Of course.